Have you ever looked at your life and felt overwhelmed, like your goals are sitting on top of a mountain you don't even know how to climb? Listen, you're not lazy, you're not weak, you're human. And humans break when they stare at the entire mountain. But what if I told you you were never meant to climb the whole thing today? In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to give you the simplest, most powerful method to change your life forever. No pressure, no burnout, just tiny steps, repeated until the world has no choice but to notice. The lie of quick transformation. The world sells us the idea of overnight change. Change your life in 10 days, lose 20 kilos in 2 weeks, become rich overnight. And when life doesn't change fast enough, people quit. Not because they can't improve, but because they're following the wrong model of improvement. Real transformation isn't explosive. It's quiet, it's slow, it's invisible, until suddenly it's not. It's built on consistency, not intensity. The version of you 5 years from now isn't created by some big moment. It's created by thousands of small, boring wins stacked on top of each other. The truth: you don't lack motivation. Here's the truth nobody ever told you. You don't lack motivation, you lack initiation. Once you start, motivation shows up on its own. But starting, that's the real battlefield. That's why the 2-minute rule is life-changing. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. If a goal feels too big, shrink it down. Want to get fit? Do 1 push-up. Want to read more? Read 1 page. Want to build discipline? Win the first 2 minutes. Every time. Because once you start, your brain switches into action state. Momentum starts small, but once it rolls, it doesn't stop. You don't need to feel ready to begin. You begin, and then you feel ready. The power of tiny steps. Tiny steps don't transform your life instantly, but they transform the version of you who shows up tomorrow. Think about it. 1 push-up sounds useless until you do it every day for a year. 1 minute of studying seems small until it becomes 2 minutes, then 10, then an hour. The goal isn't the result. The goal is to build the identity of someone who shows up every single day. Small steps compound, not just in results, but in confidence. Every tiny win whispers to your brain, I can do this. And that belief, that's where everything begins. Tracking, your secret weapon. Success isn't about intensity, it's about direction. And tracking gives you a compass. Your brain is addicted to progress. Even the smallest win releases dopamine, your motivation chemical. So get a notebook, an app, or a simple calendar. Every day you complete your tiny step. Mark it. Seeing that streak of X's or check marks build up is a powerful motivator. It's proof that you're becoming the person you claim you want to be. Build a chain. Don't break it. Miss 1 day? Fine. It happens. But never, ever miss 2 days in a row. 2 days becomes a habit. 1 day is just a mistake. Tracking isn't about pressure. It's about proof. Proof that you are showing up. Proof that you are changing, even when you don't feel it yet. Identity, the core of self-improvement. Here's the deepest truth in all of self-improvement. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your identity. If you believe you're inconsistent, you'll act inconsistent. If you believe you're lazy, you'll prove yourself right. Your identity is the script your actions follow. So change the script. Stop saying, I want to read. Say, I am a reader. Stop saying, I need to work out. Say, I am a person who never misses a workout. Stop saying, I hope I become disciplined. Say, I am disciplined, Every tiny step is a vote for the future you. And with enough votes, your identity shifts. And when your identity shifts, your habits follow effortlessly, not because you're forcing them, but because they fit who you believe you are. The 6-month transformation, let me break down what tiny steps actually do to your life. Month 1, you feel awkward, slow, inconsistent, but you're showing up. Month 2, you start noticing patterns. You miss fewer days. Month 3, people around you begin noticing. You carry yourself differently. Month 4, your identity shifts. You don't try to be disciplined anymore. You naturally are. Month 5, your confidence spikes. Momentum becomes your default. Month 6, you look back and realize the tiny steps didn't just change your habits, they change you. And it started with 2 minutes a day. The final message. Here's the truth. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need massive motivation. You don't need to change your whole life today. You just need one tiny step right now. Shrink your goal to 2 minutes. Track your progress relentlessly. Choose your identity before the outcome. Your life won't change when you feel ready. It changes when you start. Wait, because you made it this far, you've already proven you're different. So here's an exclusive bonus tip only for the ones who don't quit. Hidden tip, the micro decision that changes everything. Here's a secret. Most people in self-improvement never tell you. Progress doesn't come from big goals. It comes from micro decisions. A micro decision is a single, non-negotiable rule you follow every day. So small, so simple, you can't possibly avoid doing it. It's not a habit. It's not a routine. It's a rule that removes thinking and replaces it with automatic action. Here's how you create one. Pick one tiny action that happens before something you already do every day. For example, before I open my phone, I do one productive thing. Before I shower, I do one push-up. Before I sleep, I read one page. Before I eat, I drink one glass of water. That's it. One rule every day. No debate, no motivation required. Why does this work? Because it removes the hardest part of self-improvement, decision fatigue. Your brain isn't fighting you anymore. You automate the start, and the start is the part everyone struggles with. And when you stack these tiny rules, something insane happens. They begin to compound. One push-up becomes 10. One page becomes chapters. One small win becomes identity. And your identity, slowly, quietly, shifts into someone disciplined, not because you forced massive change, but because you removed the friction that stopped you. So here's your challenge. Pick one micro decision today. Make it small enough that you can't say no. Write it down. Commit to it. And remember this. A tiny rule you follow every day will beat a massive plan you follow once. Your next level doesn't require more motivation. It requires one rule, repeated until your future self thanks you for it. If you made it this far, you're part of the 1%. Comment, "I'm in," no explanation. I'll know what it means. And so will the people watching. If this helped, don't forget to like and subscribe for more lessons.